Break out the chair. Let's break out the chair. Let me get my notes here. A little bit of my go juice. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the day this video chooses to reach you. Hope you're feeling fine. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're feeling dandy. Hope you realize that you're blessed. Hope you realize that today is a day that some people in the world didn't get to see, but you get to see it. So take happiness and solace in that, whatever that means for you. All right, so today I wanted to come make a video about Kamala Harris. She's our nominee, y'all. Now, first and foremost, allow me to say, y'all got what y'all want. Y'all wanted Biden to step down. I myself, I wasn't a strong proponent of Biden stepping down in the middle of a race this close to election, just because I understand the history of this type of move. And the last time this move happened, I think was '68 with Lyndon Johnson. And the vote, and that move effectively split the Democratic vote. And some historians say that's how we ended up with Richard Nixon in the White House, because Lyndon Johnson stepped down in the middle of the election, and that move split the Democratic vote. Meaning, when I say split, I mean it left people divided on who they wanted to support. Some people wanted to support Lyndon Johnson. Some people wanted to support a new candidate. Some people felt, that Lyndon Johnson should not have stepped down, and it led to Nixon being elected. Now, I dare not say that's what's going to happen this time, because I hope it doesn't. But she's our nominee. You guys got what you wanted. I myself, I prefer to play the long game with it. So I openly was in support of Biden staying in the race, and it wasn't because I just had undying or unequivocal support for Biden. I was playing the long game, y'all. I viewed it as Biden gets reelected. Biden has Alzheimer's, dementia, stroke, falls and bumps his head, does whatever he does to make him not be able to fulfill the office as a president. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not in denial about him being old. It was a long game played in my eyes. Whenever whatever he has takes hold of him, guess who we have to automatically take the office of president? Kamala Harris, a black woman. Does she have to go through an election? No. Would she have to go through an election? No. She was just stepped in and finished out Biden's term, and then go and pursue her own term. So we could have possibly had over 10 years of a black president. So that was my idea. That was my long game conspiracy theory with it. It was never just, Biden needs to, whatever. I was looking at it for the long game. So, but we're here now. We're here now. So the reason I made this video is because I wanted to touch on a few points. A lot of people are going to say stuff about Kamala, about her past, her history as a prosecutor in California. Here's the thing. When you're paid to do a job, you have policies and procedures that you have to govern yourself by. You have rules and regulations that you have to govern yourself by. So if we're going to sit here and try and hold Kamala Harris responsible for the policies and procedures and rules and legislation that she had to enforce as a federal prosecutor, as a lawyer, as a whatever position she was in, when you're trying to throw shade at her, that's not how that works. Can't hold her responsible for black men committing crimes. She's not responsible for that. And I'll go on record and say some of those black men needed to be locked up. It's just the reality of the situation. Not all men should be not all black men need to be locked up, but some of those dudes needed to be locked up, and that's the simple reality of the situation. We can't hold her responsible, like I said, we can't hold her responsible for policies, procedures, and laws that she did not create. Now, had she, as VP or vice president, came in office and made some laws that just messed us up, that'd be one thing. But we're not going to sit here and talk about what she did as a prosecutor way back when, especially if y'all don't want to talk about Trump and his bigoted past. Google Fred Trump. Fred Trump is on record. We have documented proof that says Fred Trump was a racist. Yes, Donald Trump's father was a racist, and he built his fortune off of racist policies. So those of you that say, "Oh, we were lied," no, you weren't lied to. You didn't read. Trump himself, bigoted policies. If you want to bring up people's past, let's talk about the man as a convicted felon. And my biggest thing that I like to talk about, Trump didn't give Black America prison reform. The First Step Act was introduced in 2016 under President Barack Obama. The GOP, the Republicans, Mitch McConnell, all of them fought it. Said it would, dismantle our prison system and make our police jobs more harder to do. It was just unnecessary. It was unburdensome. It was too expensive. It was all these different things. So they killed it. Then fast forward to 2018, they had this ready-made legislation that said, "Hey, Donald Trump, if you sign this, black people will give you, props." He did. But what do you notice now? Even his own party is not talking about the First Step Act. Only you Negroes in the streets that trying to say Donald Trump gave us prison reform are talking about that. His own party won't even put that on his platform because they know that it's BS. So please stop saying that. Got some other notes here. Now, I do believe that we need to unify under her. Now is not the time to be splitting hairs, because like I alluded to earlier, the last time this move happened, the Democratic vote was left splintered and split, and Richard Nixon got into the White House. Fast forward, we all know what Richard Nixon did, Watergate and all that stuff. First president to be impeached too, but hey, that's neither here nor there. But hey, We need to unite under her. I seen the totals last night. I think she raised over $54 million last night. That's a great fucking start. Great start. Great start. But it's not enough. We need to bring in more. We need to bring in more. This is, as cliche as it's gonna sound, black women, we need y'all to save us again. Black women, it's on y'all to save us again. Now, not only black women, I'm gonna call out Black America because I live here in Broward County, and I was just doing some numbers. I was looking at the totals last night. The last presidential election, 21% of all eligible voters in Broward County voted. 21%. You know how many fucking people are in Broward County? And only 21% of the people that was eligible to vote voted. We got to improve on that nationwide. I know if my black county, my county, voted in such a small number. I know the numbers are around similar to the same elsewhere. That shows the number of people that are not voting. And that's just not black people. I did that tally by just all races. That's 21% total. So black people aren't the only ones that aren't voting, y'all. So let's get that clear. I need white people to start voting. I need black people to start voting. I need Asians. If you came in this country and you did the citizenship test, why'd you do all that if you're not gonna vote? You know what I'm saying? We need you to participate in the process. If you don't participate in the process, then you cannot talk about the process. I know I'm getting a little bit off the point of the video, which is Kamala, but hey, like I said, we need to focus on unifying under her. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. Now, my biggest thing that I was concerned about, and I want the main point I want to make on this video, I do have a fear. My fear is based in the past, though. My fear is based in the fact that white America did not elect a white woman president when they had the opportunity. So my fear is, will white America vote a black woman into office? And it's a sobering thought because the future of the United States rests potentially in the hands of a black woman. After this country was built on the shoulders of black people. So to save this country, I really do think it's going to take black America to unite and get out and vote. I dare not say that we need to try and ramp up like we did with Obama, but it's going to take us to save this thing. That's all I got.